Hi, my name is Shauna Yates, and this is my Genius Hour. For my Genius Hour, I decided to explore mindfulness and how it can be used to prevent, reduce, and overall promote well being in parents, teachers, and educators. For my Genius Hour, I decided to kind of make like a little mini resource toolkit that was targeted at all these stakeholders. And I also wanted to think about how I could also integrate mindfulness into my own practices. So I decided to make a blog that encapsulated everything about mindfulness that I wanted to promote this awareness. And I also wanted to see how research the benefits of this practice as a whole in general for everyone, every single person. So what I found basically from researching mindfulness is that mindfulness can help students in various ways, whether it's academically, socially, emotionally, and it can also help individuals who are struggling with mental health difficulties such as depression, anxiety, and even more serious physical or medical conditions. So Jon Kabat-Zinn was actually the first person who I knew of who had explored the topic of mindfulness, and his perspective on living in the present moment was something that really has helped me as an educator be more aware of my surroundings, whether it's being in the school or working with parents or even in university. Just being mindful has helped me focus on what's happening right now, this moment, as opposed to focusing on the future and worrying and being preoccupied with worrying. So that's something that was really neat about doing my mindfulness project. Another thing about mindfulness that I really, really like is that there's a lot of resources online that demonstrate how you can integrate mindfulness into your everyday practices as an educator in the simplest ways. So whether it's playing music in the classroom, whether it's taking some time to promote physical activity, even like yoga, which really makes you focus on your breath, is really, really helpful for students. So that's something that I really enjoy about mindfulness. So if you're watching my TED Talk, I just really want you to feel inspired by Genius Hour, because Genius Hour is all about making things meaningful, relevant, and emphasizing things that are important for students and that hone on their interests. And that is why my Genius Hour is so important to me, because mindfulness is something that I'm very passionate about, and it's something that I want to instill in students as well. And also I want to help parents learn how to integrate mindfulness into their practices with their at home. The reason I got inspired by mindfulness is because me and my mom attended a seminar on mindfulness for caregivers, and my sister is disabled, and so we wanted some strategies so that we could learn how to cope for ourselves, and also to help my sister's well-being as well. And mindfulness was really, the seminar on mindfulness was really important to us, and I really liked, one of the things that really stood out to me about mindfulness is the idea of sympathy versus empathy. So sympathy is when, like you're feeling sorry for someone else, but you're not really putting yourself in their position. But then there's also empathy, which is about putting yourself in their position. And what the instructor really told me about empathy is that while empathy is good, sometimes empathy, you're so dragged into the other person's problems that empathy is not always good. So that was something that was kind of interesting to me, because you really have to put yourself first in a lot of situations. So while it's good to be empathetic, you also have to take care of your needs so that you can be the best educator. So I really hope that you enjoy my Genius Hour, you enjoy my blog, and that you continue to follow me.